Hey everybody, today's Saturday, February 23rd, I believe that's the date anyways. Just do a quick update here, my pond, my duck pond that I just finally finished today testing out I installed a recirculating filter system, which the verdict is still out on whether it's going to work or not. As you can see, the water is still very green with algae, so this has only been running just today for a few hours, so I don't expect it to clear the water up for at least a few days or perhaps a couple of weeks. But I just wanted to show how I set this up. Essentially, in the pond there's a 4-inch drain at the deepest part of the pond, which is close to where I'm standing here, and that 4-inch pipe runs underneath the pond, comes through here underneath what I'm showing you here, and that's the pipe right there. So if I want to drain the pond, I can just open that valve up and that'll drain it. But before it gets to that valve, inside of this box that you see here, the pipe splits off and it goes into this system here on the left, over here, my left. So it goes into this barrel. This is just a grease trap that I bought at a store, hardware store, that I reconfigured to hopefully work with my system. So the pipe enters this cylinder directly from the bottom, and the barrel is filled with this saran material that is used for for growing ornamental plants or what have you. So I just stuffed it with that so that it would catch as much particles as possible. Later that'll serve as a surface for anaerobic and aerobic bacteria to grow off of. So anyway, the water enters the cylinder, it flows through the saran, and eventually it exits through that pipe right over there, which in turn ends up setting the level of water in the pond, because since these are connected simply through an underground pipe, the level in the pond has to equal the level in this barrel. So anyway, then the water goes over here into this half of the chamber, and in this half there's a pump at the bottom. It is a magnetic drive, I forget the brand, very efficient pump, and that pumps the water up, out, and then over to what I'm going to show you next. The left hand, the split that you see there that comes off on the left is a bleed-off valve in case the pump is pumping more than I want it to, which after playing with this all day today, it's finally balanced now, so I don't need to open that, and I don't think I'm going to have to open it. But it's a good fail-safe to have in case you need to adjust your pump, in case you need to adjust the amount of water your pump is pumping. This drain there is just an overflow escape in case for whatever reason the water level gets too high. And then between the two chambers here, you'll see that this level here is below the height of the whole tank, so if something happens over here, the water will fall over into this one and then go out through that pipe. So anyway, so when the pump pumps the water through that pipe and out of this box, you can see the pipe goes down there into the ground. It connects to a hose, and then that hose, oh, there's Sancho. That hose goes over here, underground, not this green pipe, not this green garden hose. I'm talking about a 2-inch pipe that's underground here. That goes over to here. This is the fountain. So the water flows up inside of that little whatever waterfall thing, and then it falls out the side. And what's in here is, I should have done this before doing the video, but basically what's in here, if I remove these rocks, there is a metal grate, and underneath the grate is a plastic reservoir, and the water enters from the bottom, similar to my chamber over there that I showed you before. There are a few layers of Metalla pond filter mats and a bag of rocks to serve as surfaces for bacteria. And then the water exits and flows down, as you see there. So this I just got this working today. I'll see. I'm going to give it a few weeks and see if the water clears up. It should. And if not, then what I'll do is I'll install a UV filter light at some point in the system. But anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and show this, and that's the box from a distance. So what I'm going to do now in the future, what I might do, this could be turned into a double trap kind of a system if I just let this barrel exit out onto the side and then use this cement enclosure itself as a secondary trap. So the water will have to go in through the filter, exit the barrel at the top like it is now, except it won't go into the other side. It'll just go into this sink, and then it'll fall, go all the way to the bottom, and then it'll have to rise back up before it exits into a pipe into here, just like it is now, except it would be two traps. But I haven't decided to do that yet. Let's see if this works the way it is. So anyway, let's close this up. These come down like that. Like that. And I slap these locks on, and that'll be it. So I'll do another video in a couple weeks to see if the water clears up. Thanks for watching.